maybe I should go do something else, because I used to like surf and boogie board and stuff, because we were like right there, you know, my friends would go to the beach, we have a pier, and I would do a lot of fun stuff, but you know, I mean, Overwatch is pretty good, so if I want to go experience the beach, I'll experience the beach in Overwatch. Yes?
What do you like to do when you're not voice acting?
That's a really good question.
Go to the beach or something?
Yeah. I like to play, you know, I do play a lot of like piano, I guess. I did take a break from it for a while, but yeah, that's really fun to do. And if I like a song, you know, like I like a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff. So, you know, so I'll print out that stuff and I'll get like the Kyle Landry version and I'll be like, okay, and I'll play like part of it. I'll be like, okay, this other part's like impossible. This is like not.
Skip that part.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm like, hey guys, you want to hear like some Kingdom Hearts? And I'm like, yeah, and so. And then they're like, oh cool, can you, why don't you keep playing? No, I can't. I can't do it, it's too hard.
Yeah.
What's your best song on the piano?
The best song? Like, maybe the hardest song? Or
like the one you can play.
Easily. Like, what do you like playing the most?
Gosh, easily, there are two songs I play that I really like. Well, you know, like For Release is like one, everybody knows that song, though, like anyone can play it. Because yeah, it's really like, then there's like that, there's like kind of like a hard version, or like my music teacher, she made up this little version that where you go down the scale in like the same key, and it's like, and then it goes like down, and then it goes back up. And I learned a little bit of that, and so I kind of like, you know, throwing in like random like improv into For Release sometimes, and just like, you know, just doing whatever I want with it. And then there's also another thing, which is it's this other song, I forget who it's by, but it's called The Black Cat Scherzo. And it kind of sounds like a black cat, I guess, you know, it's like kind of like creepy and mystic, and then it's like, it's really super fast. So it's like the fastest possible song I think I can play on the piano. Yeah.
There's a piano around here, you should.
Funny enough, I think there is a piano at my hotel, but I think it's like a self-playing piano, and I really want to play something on it, but I'm like, gosh, will they kill me if I go, like, it's
just show them your badge.
It looks like a nice, like, baby grand piano, and I'm like, yes, because I don't have one of those at home, you know, I just have like, an electric piano, so.
Can you play Flight of the Bumblebee?
Oh gosh, I learned it. I did learn it a long time ago, but I can't remember it. But I did play like some of that when I was younger. That was one of my main songs that I used to play. Oh yeah, one last question.
How long does it take you to learn a song?
It takes like, it really depends on like the difficulty. If it's really hard. It takes like, usually like I would say 2 to 3 weeks to really like fully master the song if you're really practicing. And gosh, like if it's easy, sometimes you can just learn it like in a day, you know, I mean, like even medium difficulty, as long as you kind of get it down in your head, you can learn it. But anyway, I think I kind of have to wrap up this panel right now, so I'll be having another one soon, actually. Funny enough, here I have my schedule right here on my badge. It's really cool. Like, they actually laminated my schedule on here, so I'll be having another like Q&A on
tomorrow.
Tomorrow with Robbie and Max, and then on Saturday I'll be doing another one just by myself. So and then we're doing something else on Saturday too. Okay, so yes, if you guys like have any more questions just about anything, or if you just want to come chill with me, then.
Can we please?
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So cool. I wish I could like beatbox or do something like special.
You could.
No, I don't know how. No. Like Max can.
Oh.
Max Millman, he's awesome at beatboxing, but mine's just like a bad imitation. Oh no.
You can still do it.
Oh no, I can't. I wish. But anyway, I guess I'll just like open it up if anybody has any questions like about voice acting stuff or anything in general.
What's
What's your voice acting story like? How did you get into it?
Oh, wow. Okay. Gosh. This goes back a while. I had been acting for like a really long time. My mom used to drive me up to Hollywood, you know, like a few times every week when I was just a little kid, like 6 years old, and so she would do all that, and basically, you know, she helped me get an agent and tried to get me rolling in the entertainment industry. Nothing really happened with that. You know, I think I did like a few commercials and stuff like that as a young kid, but it was just really hard, and so after that, I guess, I took a break from just acting in general. I lived pretty much my entire life, like, and then I kind of wanted to like get back into acting. I think around like 13, and I was 6 when I did it before. My mom was, you know, trying to help me out, and then basically, gosh, I always suck at telling stories. It's so weird. There's just like so many different like little things that happened, I guess. But like, to make a long story short is I took a lot of, you know, I was a huge fan of like anime, video games and stuff. I took a lot of like voice acting workshops, and you know, and I watched a lot of anime and English dub stuff. So I was like, oh wow, you know, this is so cool. Like how this guy sounds like this, or how this guy's like, you know, 40 something and he's voicing like a teenager, and I was just like, yeah, I want to do that. And I watched like, you know, panels and stuff online of other voice actors, and I guess I just kind of like, I just like really started, you know, like going for it. Like I had this whole like passionate, you know, heart. Like I was like, yes, I'm gonna be like a hero, and I'm gonna be like super passionate about this, and try to get into doing like an anime voice or something. And what ended up happening was this company, you know, Bang Zoom Entertainment. I had taken some classes at their studio from this other place called Adventures in Voice Acting, and so those classes really kind of, I guess, got me like all the training and stuff I really needed to learn how to dub stuff. I mean, it really takes, like, it's so technical, not only with acting, but you have to you have to be able to match the lip flaps, you know, and be on time and stuff. And because I also had played piano my entire life, I've played piano for over 10 years now, timing was very, very easy for me, I guess. Like they showed me the clip, and I could just not really look at the screen and just look at the script, and like when I needed to end, you know, stop talking. And so after that, I ended up going and doing a competition at Anime Expo, which was the, you know, Bang Zoom does these like the Kingdom of Magic. They do those open auditions, which it's weird though, because I don't know if people really know that, you know, that it's real. You know, I mean, you're really auditioning. Mommy, the casting director, she's really like giving 100% of every single thing that she can to you know, to listen to every single person auditioning. She's like writing down notes and everything. Like she's considering every single person. And so, so I went and did that, and I ended up, like, I almost didn't even do it. My friends kind of pushed me into the line. Oh, go do it. I'm like, no.
Like, good friends.
Yeah, they are really good friends. I thank them a lot now, but you know, they're just giving me a push. I'm like, no, I'm too embarrassed to go do it in front of a bunch of people, and I just don't think anything's gonna happen, and you know, you gotta wait in this long line. I'm just like, there's no way they're gonna remember me. Like, it's not gonna matter. And you know, and then like I think it was about a few weeks to a month later, I ended up just getting a random call one day. Funny enough, I think something was going on that day, and I wasn't the happiest camper or something, or I might have had some fight with my parents or something, you know, and I was just like, today kind of sucks. And then like I get this call, and I'm just like, hello? Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. You know, and I just like, and I freak out, and I'm like, wow, you know, I go into the studio, I do a callback for them, and they ended up, you know, giving me some small little parts in MR.GEEKMEOUT, the Kingdom of Magic, and that's really what like kind of got the ball rolling with the studio. I met a ton of, other actors and directors with that studio, helped me, get my agent, Lex Lang, the director of All No Zero. He was the one who, kind of just has been helping me a lot through this entire thing because I don't really know what I'm doing. So, just like agency stuff and acting stuff. He's just a really good guy. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much my story. It kind of just started with lots of training, doing, I guess, theatrical training on camera, like film training, and then voiceover specifically training. And then after all of that, just kind of taking them, making a combo of an acting style, I guess, and just doing the competition. So that's pretty much my story. So yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Is there a certain American voice actor that you really looked up to, that you looked for guidance on in the videos you watched?
There are a lot. Wow. I was a big fan of Naruto. I loved Naruto. I loved Code Geass. So obviously like Yuri Lowenthal, Johnny Young Bosch were really big inspirations for me. Gosh, Full Metal Alchemist was another big thing. Vic Mignogna is awesome. Aaron Dismute, really cool too. Just so many. Oh God. I'm trying to cross my legs or something weird under here. Yeah, I guess those are like the main ones I think from the start. But now there's a list I could go down of people that I just oh my God, I really respect you. So. Yeah.
Have you met any of them yourself that you admire? Or would
Gosh.
you like to?
I would like to meet all of them. I haven't had the chance to meet Yuri yet. I met Vic and Johnny very briefly, I think, as a fan when I was at a con or something, just very, very fast, hey, hi, oh yeah, okay, bye. It's just something really like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get to. I know I'm going to some other cons too that they will be at, so I think I'm gonna do some panels with them. So that'll be cool. Yeah, I can't wait. So I don't know if there's any other questions, or I can just kind of talk about general stuff of working on One Punch Man and things like that. By the way,
we were gonna save them.
That's awesome.
Sensei noticed you.
Oh yeah, Sensei. Thank you.
He came to your panel.
Oh yeah, thank you, Sensei.
This is so surreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's surreal.
Yeah, gosh.
Are we allowed to ask what your audition process was for Genos and how you got the role?
I think I'm allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't think I ever signed
We don't
anything that
know.
said I wasn't. But basically, people don't really know. It wasn't just a thrown together cast or anything. They really settled, really kind of nailed it in the thing. My original audition, the voice was a little bit different for what I ended up doing for the final product, because it's just weird, as a voice actor you audition a ton, every week you get a ton of auditions and you don't always book every single one. Sometimes you go weeks without booking and then you finally book another thing and you're oh gosh, I got one. And so for the final product, we really kind of nailed it down. What happened was they send me the original audition through email, and I just kind of record some takes and stuff of it at home, and I'm okay, and I think this is good, and I'm I was a huge fan of One Punch Man, so I was freaking out. Funny enough, I was in theaters with some friends watching Zootopia when I got, so I pulled out my phone really quick. I was oh yeah, because I try to follow the theater rules, oh yeah, you can't have your phone on or whatever, and I just pull it out real quick, and I'm oh gosh, what? And I see the notification on my phone. I'm oh, One Punch Man, this is huge. And so my first thought is okay, cool. I was okay, so Saitama, no, that's not gonna work. Genos, no, there's no way. I was Moomin Rider.
Oh.
So I had my eyes on Robbie's role. I was Moomin Rider.
Yes.
What about
Cycles.
Am I Mask?
What about Am I Mask?
My Mask, yeah, that was another one that was also in the audition. So my audition, you know, like we auditioned for a few characters. I auditioned for Genos, Moomin Rider, Speedo Sound Sonic, and My Mask. So, or yeah, 4 characters. And I didn't know. I was like, gosh, you know. I was like, I think these auditions were good. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get one of them. Yeah, I think these are pretty good. And so, you know, kind of like a few weeks go by, and I'm like, okay, maybe they weren't as good as I thought. And so, you know, and then I get a call, and they're like, yeah, can you come back in to do a callback for Genos? I'm like, wait, for what? What? And so, you know, and so we go in, we do the callback. Basically, you go back in and they have some new lines for you to read and, you know, tell you to do the voice and kind of direct you a little bit on it. And they're like, okay, great. And then you just leave. And then, funny enough, they end up giving me another call. Hey, your last callback was really good. Can we have you come back in and do another callback? And so I'm like, okay. Who's it for? Oh, Genos, yeah, the same thing. Like, just come back in. And so we do it again. Same thing again, you know, kind of direct me different lines and stuff like that, and okay, great, go off, and then the third callback, you know, like they have the client and stuff from Viz Media, you know, there and everything, and or they like patch him in through the phone, through Skype, and so he's listening to all of our stuff that we record, and so I get called back and come back and I do it again. And then they're like, okay, like we want to nail this down or nail this down, and so yeah, and so then basically, you know, he's just kind of directing on a few little things, and after that, he's like, okay, so now we have one last round to do, and I'm just like, oh my god, you know, because like we don't do this many callbacks ever for anything, so the last round was basically the last round was just them telling us like, yeah, we're gonna send your clips off to Japan now, and so now they're gonna approve it, and I'm just like
freaking out.
No pressure.
yeah,
No pressure.
and then like 2 weeks pass, you know, and funny enough, you know, like other people kind of, you know, talk behind the scenes about like the roles and stuff that they're getting, and they're like, oh yeah, I got so and so on the show, and so, you know, other people are finding out they got parts, and I'm just like.
Looking around.
Yeah, I'm like, please. And so I think I get an email that says like, hey, like, funny enough, I was told by the casting director at this point, because I did so many callbacks, because usually if you don't get a part, they don't email you and tell you, hey, you know that part you auditioned for? Yeah, you didn't get it, sorry. Like they don't, you know, they don't do that. So usually if you don't get a part, you just don't hear anything. But she said that she was actually going to email me either way. And so I was like, gosh, like I'm going to have a heart attack, you know, whenever I like see that email pop up in my inbox. And so I click open the email and it's like, oh, you know, hey, Zach, I'm like, something like she starts like saying something else and I'm like, oh gosh, like why, you know like you see the preview of the email, right? Because I use like Gmail. It's just like the little preview of it, and it's like she's starting to say something else other than like, oh, like usually I thought it would be like, congrats, you know, like you got something, and it's just like the preview is like something, you know, I don't know, it didn't sound very good when I was like reading it, and I was like, oh no, and so then I click it open, like, oh yeah, by the way, like in the like the body of the email, like, congrats, by the way, you got it, yay, and I'm just like, oh my god, like,
falls over.
Yeah. It was a pretty surreal moment, you know. I still can't believe it. So, and we're done recording like just about all of the episodes too. So we just have the OVAs left to do. So.
Oh yeah, you're doing the OVAs. Thank God.
Yeah, it's.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's super fun. Actually, I don't even know if I was supposed to say that.
You can't say it was fun to record. We won't tell.
Gosh, yeah, I did. Yeah,
like
no,
you're just
maybe.
saying it was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and then maybe the OVAs will get done.
Okay.
I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know anything about.
We didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. Nobody kill me.
He's not recording or anything.
Oh yeah.
No, don't worry.
Oh.
No, that's not going on YouTube. It's not like your hat says YouTube or anything like that.
No, it won't.
No, that's not going on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, you have a
We're all
question?
friends.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just wondering, who do you voice act?
Oh, voice acts?
Yeah.
So like some of the roles I've done are, Pokemon Go.
Oh, snap.
Hello.
What's in here?
There's a Dratini in here.
Wait,
Wait.
stop. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second, I'm sorry. I've got to catch this. Actually, I was going to say that if anybody finds it, if you guys are like playing Pokemon Go, please let me know so I can catch the thing.
There's a Dratini in here.
That'd be really cool. Hold on, I got it. Is there really a Dratini?
Yes!
I just see like 2 Magikarps and a Psyduck. Maybe it just like ran away from
There's
me.
some Dratini somewhere in this room.
Gosh.
Where in the room is
It
it?
was like right in front of me.
Oh God, where's Dratini? Get it for him.
I don't know. Is it there?
Oh.
Is it showing up?
Oh.
It's
No.
in a way.
Please don't tell me
It
right
just
away.
showed up for
It
me.
doesn't show. Maybe. Please, senpai.
Senpai, no. Senpai,
Maybe
get me
it
the
likes you.
Dratini.
Maybe.
Wait, you got it too?
Yeah,
What?
I got it too.
Oh, Senpai got the Dratini.
Mine says GPS signal not found.
Oh.
It's not showing up when you're nearby.
It's working though, so I don't understand.
This is real.
It's not showing up when you're nearby.
No, please.
I'm sorry, Jenna.
No.
There's a lot of really cool the Pokestops down Robbie, Max, and me were just sitting down there last night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we're from Cali, so 1 o'clock is like nothing at all. I mean, we're just like, hey, 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah, and we're just like all dancing around. And we're just like sitting in the middle. There's like 3 Pokestops. I went from level 13 to level 16 in one night. So
What you should have done, I've gone from 17 to practically 20 in a half an hour.
Oh my
What?
God.
I had 9 5-kilometer eggs, all hatched at the same time with a lucky egg, and you evolve everything you can.
That's amazing.
I gained like
Wow.
13,000
story.
experience.
that's
oh my
insane.
God.
So,
This is a good place.
I gotta do it. And I love the water too. Even though I personally live by the beach anyway, but I don't really go there. So yeah. But anyway, sorry about your question too.
Sorry.
Pokemon Go happens and.
It just distracts you guys.
No, hey, we're being social with Pokemon Go. Wait, oh yeah, you're telling me, oh my god, John, there's a Pokemon.
There's a Dratini.
Yeah,
Please take priority.
Priorities.
basically some of the stuff I've done is like Slain in Alt Noah Zero, and then I played like a minor character Talkin in Sword Art Online 2, and then I played like Takaki in Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, which is on Toonami now.
Oh my God.
And that's another one I guess people don't really know, and it's kind of funny. People, everybody's like, oh, let's listen to him as Takaki. It's just kind of like me, doing some kind of hired voice or whatever. Everybody's like, oh gosh, that's gonna be Genos. Ew, that's disgusting for him. And so yeah, and then
Never
Genos in
underestimate-
One Punch Man is another one.
Oh,
Gosh. There's a decent amount actually that's come. I just have to make sure I don't say anything that I'm not supposed to do. So,
We feel you.
yeah, because we signed those little NDAs. Yeah, that's you're not allowed to talk about such and such until the company actually talks about it. And so we wait a good time. I mean, I've been waiting for a long time to talk about One Punch Man, and so I think the reaction was definitely a bit different than what I expected. It was more of a well, I guess I kind of did expect it. It was just kind of who the heck is this guy? Who is this? Let's go find stuff that he's done. And funny enough, some friends of mine have been looking on Tumblr and stuff. I don't use Tumblr at all, but they've been looking on Tumblr and they're like, hey, yeah, you're like a meme or something. I'm like, what? And so so basically, I have this commercial demo reel that I did when I was 15 years old. So 3 years ago, I did this commercial demo reel, and the first thing I did on it is a Taco Bell spot, right?
Yes. We
well,
found that.
Sometimes getting smothered is not always a bad thing. When it's tasty chicken, you know what I mean? Zesty rice and beans, covered in savory gelato sauce, loads of melted cheese. You know what I mean? And it's the Taco Bell spot, and everybody's like, oh gosh, that's gonna be Genos? Ew! And and so, you know, and everybody's like trying to compare that to like what Geno sounds like, and it's just,
I would have thought they went for the Dell
No.
thing, the Dell commercial, because he's a robot.
oh,
That
yeah.
would have been better.
I know, right? But, you know, that's like the first thing. Obviously, like, nobody wants to listen to that entire commercial.
We did.
Really did?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad you did. Somebody's listening to it.
It's amazing. We liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that was like my first like step, like when I was like kind of still trying to get more into voice acting. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do commercials because you know like voice actors make like a lot of money doing commercials, and so so that's what I did. I went and had a commercial reel made and just did that. But I just kind of found that funny that people are like trying to compare like what the show's gonna sound like to.
Demo reel. Of
Yeah,
commercial.
and the Taco Bell commercial too. It's like, I do think it's kind of funny though. So.
Are there
so-
pictures of Geno's with tacos now?
Oh wait, are there?
Are there though?
Oh, I don't know.
We gotta find out now.
There might be, but everybody's like,
I could do it.
really? Oh yeah. Like, we need people like to like get to Photoshop and just
Make
send them. If anybody sends me like a picture of like Geno's like holding a taco, I will retweet it.
Yeah, we're on it.
Yeah, for sure. Super cool. Gosh, yeah, it's just it's been like pretty crazy. You know, I'm sure. Oh, you in the back actually first. Sorry.
I know in like the Japanese dub for One Punch Man, I know Genos always says sensei, but
Yeah.
what did they substitute it for in the English dub?
So basically,
Because it's kind of,
Yeah.
kind of weird to just always say teacher.
Teacher.
right. So basically, I guess there's this scene which you'll see in episode 2 that comes out, you know, this Saturday. Genos goes up to, you know, Saitama's like his like apartment or whatever, and it's like, Sensei, sir, and then like Saitama opens the door and he's like, oh, you actually showed up, you know, and so then he's like, oh, and by the way, can we like cut the sensei stuff or whatever? So that's when Genos stopped saying sensei. I only said sensei once, just for that one thing, and then the rest of the time it's just master. Master is what they've substituted it with, and it actually works really well. But going back to like thinking, I can't wait to, somebody needs to do this. Either that or I might try to do it if I have the time. Like go through every single episode, and I'm gonna find every single line that I say that says master, and you'll like, you know.
Do a master count?
Right. Just make a long audio clip of like master. You know.
Those are fabulous.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I think there's like one line of how Geno sounds. I don't know if any of you. I don't think there's stuff online because we did this panel at Anime Expo where we actually live dubbed the show. So they just like put on the clip, you know. We did I did like this little clip versus Mosquito Girl. And we did that with the seiyuu for Saitama. So he was there on stage with us, and then the director was also there, the original, you know, Japanese director. And they have approved like what we've been doing with the show. So that's like really cool to like hear from them that like, yeah, like we think it's great. Funny enough, out of all of the people, you know, like my favorite character, even though I was talking about Moomin Riders, my favorite character is Moomin Rider. Obviously,
He's
I mean,
awesome.
yeah, like it's so weird though because like I just thought he was like a joke at first. I was like, gosh, this guy's like freaking terrible. And then I'm like, wait, why is he even in the show? You know, like it starts getting me like that. But then you know the whole like fight with the Sea King thing, that's where it like really changed. I'm just like, whoa, this guy is so cool. And like he doesn't even have to win anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to see him show up and be like, I'm gonna destroy, you know, and just, like and die. Like that's what's made me a fan of Moomin Rider for sure. So yeah. Any other questions? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you and Max thinking about like having a fan interaction for the next episode? Like,
Are you
you're both
gonna
here?
watch it live on Toonami?
Yeah. So
Or here?
I wanted to do that, and then I remembered, I was like, wait, oh yeah, it's like 9 o'clock. And then I was like, no, it's actually going to be 12 over here. Because like when we watch it, if we watch the East Coast, like the East Coast stream of Toonami, you know, it's 9 o'clock where we live. So we're like, oh yeah, this is easy. Like we're watching it super early, yay. And so I was thinking about that. I was like, gosh, like that'd be really cool if we just like had some big projector or something and like projected the show.
We
like,
would just come. I don't care if it's midnight.
yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to do that, but like I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know.
please. We would love to go.
That'd be really cool to just like see the show. I know that they'd probably be up for it. I mean, you know, we haven't really adjusted to the time, so it's like 9 o'clock for us. So, yeah, that I know for sure. Max has been live tweeting, I think, for the last episode. I kind of came in a little bit. I missed a lot of it, but I did catch some of it. But I'll definitely be live tweeting for the next episode. So I don't know. I'm sure my first tweet will be like, "Oh God, like Genos' first words" or whatever.
My baby's growing up so fast.
I'll be like, "Fans, don't hate me. I did my best." Yeah, no, it's super crazy just kind of thinking about, you know, like how much effort everybody's put into the show. I mean, you know, the director, Chris Kaysen, is awesome. He's amazing to work with. He's just like so focused, you know. He knows. I mean, we have so much fun. Funny enough, there's this story I have about soda, which is weird. Like you might actually see random soda tweets on Twitter from like Chris or other voice actors he's working with. So basically this thing started in the studio where we drink weird soda every time we come in to record now. And so, okay, so basically it's like peanut butter and jelly flavored soda, right?
That's amazing.
It's like, it's the weirdest thing. But here's the thing though, it's terrible. It's not good. And here, it doesn't taste like peanut butter and jelly at all. It's called peanut butter and jelly soda.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like old bath water mixed. If you were to like go lick some grandmother's couch inside of her home. So like it's kind of like smoky and like just it left a terrible aftertaste. So this is what happened. You know, like we're recording the show, an intern brings in like a 6-pack these sodas, right? Like from this place called Rocket Fizz, and so they sell all these like weird sodas, and they bring it in, and like Chris and the engineer are like, I'm looking at them through a glass while I'm recording my stuff, and funny enough, I was just talking about like Sea King. We were doing like some of the Sea King episodes, and they're like, Zach, oh God, like, you know, and I'm looking at their faces, and so, you know, like the glass, like, I don't hear anything at all through my headphones unless they press like the little intercom button so that I can hear what they're saying. And so I'm like, you know, I'm kind of waiting there for my scene, and I'm just like looking at the screen, thinking about what I'm gonna say, and I'm like, what's going on? I look over to the side, and I see that their face is like, Chris is like, and then I see him like give, you know, like some of the soda to the engineer, and he tries it, he's just,
oh God.
And he's like, and so they're going back and forth, you know, just like, and then I'm just like looking at them, like, you know, kind of being entertained, like, wow, that must be pretty disgusting. I'm not trying that. And then funny enough, Chris, like when they're done, like making their disgusting faces, like, yo, that was awful. He presses the button. Hey, Zach, check this out. Like, this soda's like terrible. Actually, wait, yeah, you need to experience this yourself. And so he takes the soda and he brings it into the booth, and he gives me like some in a cup, and I'm just like, oh God, do I even want to try it? Like, they tell me what it tastes like before I even try it. I'm just like, yeah, at least they didn't lie.
said it was delicious.
I know, but I wouldn't have believed him after seeing those faces. I was like, no, this is gonna be something terrible. And so I try a little bit of it, and like I said, it's the worst thing I've ever. I almost wanted to kind of like just spit it back into the cup, but no, I drank a little. I took a sip of it, and funny enough, Chris is like so crazy. So basically, you know how if there's some food that like one of your friends likes, and you try it, you might be like, this isn't that good, but then you continue to try it because you're like, maybe if I try it enough times, I'll kind of like understand like why they like it. And so I just see Chris, and he's still like trying to like drink more of it, through the window, and I'm just like,
why?
And the engineer's like, why are you still drinking that garbage? And he's still drinking it. And he just said the same exact reason, like, I don't know, maybe if I try it enough times, like, it'll actually get good. It doesn't get good.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I took a sip of it, I threw the rest away, and it was in my mouth the entire session. Like, it was disgusting. Like, the rest of the session, all I could taste was, like, old bath lake water and, some grandmother's couch. That's what it was like the entire time.
Well, at least Genos was like beat up in that episode,
Yeah,
right?
he was. Right.
I guess it works out for you.
Yeah, no, I got to do all those, like, funny enough, though, those are, like, my favorite things to do is the fight scenes are so cool, because sometimes when you're just talking, like, back and forth, like, you just have, like, a lot of dialogue, it gets, like, I wouldn't say, like, boring, because it's always, like, fun to do the job, but, yeah, it's just kind of, like, it's very, like, calm and relaxed, and I'm just, like, I want some passionate thing, to record, like, where I can, like, yell and scream and rip my vocal cords, and, yeah, like that's the stuff I really live for. So doing the seeking stuff was really cool, and all the the sound effects of it, and like and then like there's this one scene, like where I literally kind of have to sound like I'm choking or something, and so lots of different weird methods were used. Funny enough, this just reminded me of something. There's this scene, I think. Right before Genos meets a My Mask, he's drinking like the ramen, right? And so Chris, because Chris is actually like from Texas and he works a lot with Funimation, and I know that they kind of do a lot of their own sound effects. I don't really know if we do that, but I've never had to do sound effects for a show like eating or anything like that. I did. Genos is like doing some food. Like the restaurant has something like. If you eat this amount of food, you get this for free or something. And so Genos is like taking the ramen bowl, he's just like, like sipping it. And Chris is like, okay, we're gonna do some like slurp sounds. And I'm like, wait, what? And so I'm like, we don't have a bowl, we don't have, anything else to make these sound effects. I'm like, wait, can't they just like throw them in? And then like, he's like, hey, let's just try and do them ourselves. I might be able to do it now, but I don't know. Like, but
Do it.
There's
Do
this
it.
water. I'd have to remember actually how I did it, but I take a little bit of water and I put it in the side of my cheek and I just like, like try to slurp it. I don't know. Maybe. I gotta take a sip first.
Keep it moist.
No, I don't know, but it's like really long, like slurping sounds like we like, like he's like really like, drinking it down. And funny enough, I just did a bunch of like different weird sounds. They just let the clip roll, and they're just like just doing wild, and so that means you just kind of record even though the picture's still playing. Like it's not matched up at all. They'll match it up later with the the video. And so I was just doing all these different sounds and stuff. And he's like, okay, great, I think we got it. And so then they put it in. It actually sounds like he's really like slurping like ramen or something. So it's really cool. I've never got to do that, but I hope I get to do some like some more or something. I've heard some crazy stories, and then I've heard like I heard the powdered donut story with Big
Mignano.
Yeah, that's
ripping down.
Yeah, that sounded like
like a fun time.
Yeah, because they have like food and stuff in the studio, so we usually I don't like to eat at all because I feel like it affects the way I sound when I record. So I usually don't try to eat before or after or any time in between. I know some actors do, which is like just it's odd to me. Like I think some people are like they do a line. And then they're just like, oh, okay, like, because they have to, like, mix it all in and sometimes, like, match it up better and just, like, and do all these, like, little things, like, remove, like, mouth noises and weird stuff that come through the microphone, because you have, like, weird, like, clicks and, like things in your, in your speech that, kind of come in, like, really more apparent when you're talking up through a microphone. So they clean all that stuff up. So sometimes you're just waiting there, like, you do a line, and they're like, oh, great, okay, cool. And then they're just like editing it, and you can see them edit it. And so then you do have time to eat if you wanted to or do anything. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, out of all the voice actors that you've had to work with, Who would you consider would be your most favorite, your bud?
Right. Yeah, that's another thing too that I'm not sure if a lot of people know. But when we record, like as actors, I meet all these other people. I probably wouldn't meet them unless if I didn't go to any of the events and cons and things that they go to, because we all record individually. So every single time I go in to record, I'm always by myself in a room, and so everybody records individually, and then they put it all together in the show. So then, then I kind of meet people like Max and Robbie and stuff like that. There's a lot of people I think that are really cool. Just about, I don't know if there's anyone that I really prefer. I think every voice actor is actually really chill. Everyone is, everybody has a passion for what they do, and I think they're all really nice. But I think it's really nice working with Max Middleman. I think he's just awesome. I think I'm really comfortable around him now because we did a lot of our first shows starting out together, or I was starting out, and so Max was in a lot of my shows, so I got to talk to him a lot and ask him for advice on, just acting things and agent things and auditions and whatnot. So I think Max is one of my favorite people to work with for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're a voice actor, but I'm just wondering, how come you're not in the book?
Oh, okay, so,
Story.
yeah, no, it's a last minute, it was a last minute thing. I was called to the con to be oh my gosh, there's a bug up here. What is this thing?
In Florida, we grow up big.
You look on fire.
No, I don't want to kill this little guy.
Genos, come on.
I want to save him.
Oh.
Handler, can you please? No, I'm joking.
Kidding.
I'm joking. I don't know what
You
this
would.
thing. I don't know what this thing is. It's like a little water bug or something. It's
I
cute.
bite you.
I'm gonna leave him. I think he's cool. I'm gonna name him Bob. Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
That's his name. Oh, sorry. Wait, what was your question?
How come you're not in the book?
Oh, right. I was called to the con kind of like last minute to be a guest because another guest wasn't able to make it.
Was it Scott
Scott
McNeil?
McNeil.
Scott McNeil,
So,
yeah.
So I was just kind of tag along with Max. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'll go to the con and watch One Punch Man too there and everything. It'll be sweet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I don't think they had time to really, I think they had everything already printed.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
did.
So same thing with my badge. My badge, I know Max's and Robbie's. I know all of their badges have their face on them or something. Mine's just the plain. Mine's just the guest badge, or yeah. So
We'll get a picture of you.
Oh,
We'll
gosh.
print it and we'll put it right.
just tape it right on. That would be really cool. Or glue it on.
Glue.
With good old Elmer's glue.
I have Elmer's glue.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh,
I can bring it tomorrow.
I haven't used glue since I was in third grade, I think.
I had to use it for these bags.
Really?
Yes.
Is that how people style? That's what I was wondering, because some of the the spikes on
Yeah.
wigs and stuff are so they have to be a
You
certain.
have to do hairspray first, and then the tips you have to put clear Elmer's glue.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really know I don't know much
He doesn't
about
need
that.
it though.
Yeah, you don't need it. Funny enough, this is a weird question, but do you usually, is that your normal hairstyle?
Oh, you shaved it?
Yeah, my shave.
Oh.
Commitment.
Oh, God.
I told him this is the only way I could accept it. It's
Oh.
really not that bad. I told him I will support you if you do a Saitama cosplay. He did, and it's okay.
Yeah, no, I
Props.
respect you, sir.
Ouch.
I have mad respect for the non-bald cap
Yeah,
Saitamas.
that's dedication. I mean, I respect all of the cosplayers. I mean, it's insane how much work people put into their costumes and stuff. And I've seen some of the Genos. Oh, Bob's coming to say hello. Hello, Bob. I see a lot of the cosplays, and even the Geno stuff. I mean, it's just the contacts alone.
Yeah.
like I would be scared to try to wear contacts like that.
I won't do it.
It would blow my mind.
I don't wear contacts normally at all, but I have like tried some colored ones before, and I've gotten them in, I've gotten them out, and I'm just like, oh gosh, like this takes practice, But like those big things that just like cover your entire eyeball,
Ouch.
that's insane. I mean, just the contacts, and then I see, the work that they put into the arms. I've seen some really cool like light up arms on Facebook and stuff. I definitely like. I want to see more of those, in person, because I have seen some like really cool, like some guy had like this whole like RGB like LED lighting, on his arms, like every color and everything, and they look like real metal, and so I know that probably took a long time.
5 months.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's insane, dedication, that's for sure.
Would you ever cosplay your characters? Any of them?
Maybe, I don't know, Maybe I would, like, that's the thing, I just don't think I have, like, the skill to cosplay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have, like, I don't know, I'm not really, like, I'm artsy in, like, an acting way, but I'm not, like, artsy as in, like, making stuff,
Someone brought it to you.
Yeah. If
somebody brought
it to you.
Gosh, like, 80% chance, yes, I think so, because, it's mostly just, like, the making it and everything, and, like, just trying to like pull it off too. Like some cosplayers just like know exactly how to pull it off. I know there's like a lot of stuff that goes into that, like not only the costume, but like the makeup and everything that they do, and really like look like the character. I mean, it's insane. That would be cool. I would like that. Yeah.
So off voice acting for a minute. You said you were in theater a lot. Are there any plays or musicals you're into right now?
Not really. So when I was younger, I do like a lot of like
Wicked. Yes.
Yeah. No, when I was younger, I did a lot of theater training. I didn't really do. Funny enough, I forgot. I think I did like. Did I do Beth or did I do like Hamlet or something? I don't know. I did some stuff when I was younger, in theater training. Funny enough, is that true or not? Are you in theater?
Yeah.
Do you do theater stuff?
Yeah.
Is that true? Like if you say like
Macbeth.
in a theater that it's like
It's cursed.
It's
yeah, it's cursed.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, stuff happens. Out of stupidity, we say. We did try it in our theater.
Yeah, one
That's-
guy tried it, and then a light fell.
A light
almost
fell.
on him.
That's what.
But it missed him.
That's what happened in the theater school that I went to.
Yeah.
The same thing. Funny
Don't
enough,
try it. Don't
somebody
try it.
said Macbeth, and like bad stuff started to happen. Like this whole like little fixture, like lights, just like completely
Something will
fell.
go wrong.
Usually it's the lights first, and then it's like the set. I don't know why it falls over. And I'm like,
That's so weird.
It's cursed.
I don't know why that happens. It's definitely like I love that kind of stuff. So. I'm just checking, making sure no Pokemon.
yeah.
You never know.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's okay though. I got one yesterday. So that was the first Dratini I've ever got. So I was obviously like really excited. After spending hours and hours just like waiting out there, like just farming the Pokestops. Really cool. Yeah.
Alright, I got a question for you. Out of curiosity, since we're talking about Pokemon Go, what's your favorite first gen Pokemon?
Ooh.
First gen? Gosh.
You can poke rap if you need to.
Maybe I need to, yeah, look. So, but wait, first gen, in Pokemon Go, that is
That's
first gen,
all
right?
that's in
All of these Pokemon. Gosh, I need to, like, it's weird though, because it's so basic, but like, my favorite Pokemon it's Charmander, I love the I love fire types and stuff too in general. Dragon types are really good too. Dragonite was like my other one. I always really like Dragonite, so getting Dratini is obviously really cool. Oh wait, what?
I said I wish they had the trading available right now.
Oh, I know. I wish that they had like battles and stuff too, because I just want to like battle all of my friends and just.
They're talking about having it in December.
Oh really? Okay,
I've
that's-
heard rumors of that.
And after that,
That's pretty good.
that's what you have to pay.
I'm really competitive when it comes to gaming stuff.
You should see my card games.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the Pokemon breeder that breeds like hardcore.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and you try
And
to
then
get like a
training.
try to get the nature and everything.
Nature's moves, since they did the EV training, so I actually started to do that, so I'm like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah. Oh, God.
24/7.
It took me a good 2 weeks just to get one at a level 1, maxed and everything.
She was trying to get a shiny Charmander.
And then I tried to do that. I tried to breed for shiny Charmander, and I've gone through almost 600
Yep,
Charmanders.
600.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's terrible.
Commitment.
So wait, did you get it or no?
Oh, that sucks.
That's how I
I've had
feel
to
about
take
me
like a 3-month hiatus, and I'm like, okay, this is getting depressing. But now imagine, I'd never release them because Wonder Trade is fantastic. But now imagine if you release all of those all together in the wild,
And they
and
all
then
evolve.
they all evolve and go rampage in the nearest town.
Oh,
Oh no, destroy it.
That's why maybe it's a good thing Pokemon isn't real.
you know what? Like
you
it's
imagine
kinda,
that?
it's kind of weird. I think I would want to. I think I'd want to cause chaos or something.
Oh, no.
I was like,
Oh, no. No,
yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good thing though. Like I would like try to get like the strongest. Like I would like have like a Charizard and like a Salamence and a Dragonite, and I'd be like, okay, team, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the nearest town. We're gonna freaking blow it up.
Oh no.
Like, just hyper beam, flamethrowers.
And then
Like,
you met with the opposing Dragon
Yeah.
Force.
oh yeah, I know.
Or a fairy.
Mid-air battle.
Or a fairy force. And
Oh,
then
God.
You out.
Yeah, sorry,
You out,
sorry.
bro.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, are you superstition?
Oh, it's like yeah, superstitious.
Yeah.
It depends on like certain things. I think I am kind of like weird about. Yeah, like gosh, like what are things that I'm like superstitious about?
Cause I had some celebrity.
Oh, ghosts. Yeah, I've had some really like weird experiences. You know, like I don't know, like I can't say like whether or not I can't be like, oh yeah, ghosts are completely like not real, but ghosts are. You know, it's just kind of like this weird in between thing. Like I'm just like, I'm kind of like because. But funny enough, I might have just like been like dreaming or sleepwalking. But I thought I saw like the ghost of my cat when I was little. So okay, so there's
Oh
there's
no.
this. It's really weird though. It was scary. So anyways, when I was little, I used to tease my cat. You know, I didn't know any better. I really like cats. Oh, it's a kitty. I want to give it a big hug. And then I want to like squish it and hold it down on the ground and just like pet it.
God.
You know, and so that's what I like to do. And my cat hated me. And my parents were always like, stop messing with Sheba or whatever.
Sheba.
And so you know, one day I think like Sheba just got kind of sick. And funny enough, I was the one that, you know, like I would wake up really early as a young kid, and I was the one that found Sheba, and it was really sad.
Oh no.
And I think it was like that night or like a few nights later, I wake up in the middle of the night, and I look like there's this like crack between like the wall and my bed, and so I look sometimes like I would just like, you know, I'd wake up and I would just like look down there for whatever reason, or like my eyes, like I could just see it, and I noticed something in my peripheral vision. It looked like, you know, like a cat walking underneath him. Like, we don't have any other cats. Like that was the only cat we had at the time, and I was like, wait, what's going on? And so I get up, and I go downstairs.
Oh no.
And I kid you not, this is like, it sounds insane, but it's really what I saw, like no joke.
Oh, no.
I look in the mirror, and it sounds stupid, like everybody laughs at me when I tell them this. I look in the mirror and I see my cat, and it like meowed at me. I look in a mirror, you know what I mean? It's super weird, like in a mirror, like why would a cat like even be up that high, you know, looking in a mirror? But I looked in a mirror when it was really dark, and I remember I ran back upstairs. Couldn't sleep. I just like I hid under my covers for like, you know, 4 or 5 hours straight until like the sun came up. It was really creepy, but that's what I saw. I could have like, you know, I could have been dreaming or something, but I saw something like really creepy, and ever since then I've been scared out of my mind going downstairs in the morning. I don't like that at all. Mm-mm.
I had something similar like that with the dog I had passed away. He was a year younger than I was, passed away at like 14 or 15, and like a week later, we got him cremated, but a week later, I swore I still saw him curl up on my parents' bed.
Yeah.
So it happened.
Ghost.
Yeah. It's really weird. I've had some even stranger things happen to me, but that's besides the point.
Right.
but yeah, any more questions? Yeah.
How are you alike and different from Junos? Like, what do you think you share in common?
Ooh,
Besides robots.
Robots.
I think, yeah, Genos is very, like, passionate about a lot of, he's very passionate about becoming stronger, and I think I'm very passionate as to always, like, becoming a better actor, I guess, so it's just kind of like, it's kind of like I take it, I take everything like really seriously, but not like, I try not to take it too seriously, but I would say I take like a lot of the stuff I do like really, like seriously, like when we get to work and we really start like working on the show, I mean, it's really fun to record. I mean, like you're literally in like a isolated booth for hours on end, just like cracking jokes with the director and whatnot, but when we get to actually recording, I mean, you put like 110% of yourself into the show, like to the point like where after you do it, you get into the voice and you're just like doing it for hours on end, and you get out of the booth, you're so into it that you don't even remember what you just did. I mean, you're just like, you're always playing that character, so it's like, it's a really cool thing to just kind of experience. But I think that's like one way we're really alike. Obviously, like, we're really alike in age, too. I mean, I think Genos is, like, 1 year older than me, so in a year I'll be like, hey, I'm the same age as my character.
19, right?
Yeah, 19.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's really cool. Funny enough, later on, or at another con, maybe I'll end up, like, kind of turning that, like, into the next panel I do, kind of talking about, like, what it's more so like, I guess, starting out, because it's kind of different, because, like, when I go in to record, a lot of people, even though now I'm 18, and I was recording like at 16, everybody's older than me. I'm like the only, everybody's like, yeah, oh yeah, everybody talks about you. You're like the only kid in here, and I'm just like, yeah, that's.
Well, Aaron Dismuke was like that for a while.
Yeah, funny enough, Aaron and I are gonna do. I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna end up doing a panel sometime. Not exactly sure when, but we're gonna do a panel talking like just about, I guess, what it's like. I guess like.
As a kid?
Yeah, and it's still weird for me though too, because people go out and they go out and they go to parties and they take their agents and stuff and they go get drinks and whatnot. I mean, I still can't do any of that. You know what I mean? So I'm still like, I think I'll forever be a kid until I'm like, maybe until I'm like 25 when I can rent a car. I just found that out. I didn't know that you have to be 25 to rent a car, right? Yeah. So I got a ways to go until then. So yeah.
Well, you can chill out with Aaron and,
Yeah.
still, like, you should be happy you're still young and you can like, do young people things.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Savor the moment.
I know. I'm like trying to, that's what I recently thought about. I'm like, am I doing every single thing like the exact way that I want to do it or something? Like, it's just like, some weird stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like I think I have to, like I think I should be doing this, or maybe, like, it sounds weird, I'm like, maybe I should stop playing so much Overwatch and like go outside and enjoy the beach or something, because I'm like, 3 minutes away from it.